Senator Warnock at Demon National Convention says Trump should try reading his Bible. Okay? This is important. He's speaking at the Demon DNC.
On January 5th, 2021, the people of Georgia did an amazing thing. They sent a black kid who grew up in public housing and the Jewish son of an immigrant to the United States Senate in one fell swoop.
They certainly don't act like they care about the Jews, but okay, he's bringing up the Jews, black people growing up in the hood, in the projects.
And among those Georgians was my then 82-year-old mother. She grew up in Waycross, Georgia. Do you know where that is? It's Waycross, Georgia. She grew up in Waycross, Georgia, where she picked other people's cotton and other people's tobacco. But because this is America, the 82-year-old hands that used to pick somebody else's cotton and somebody else's tobacco picked her youngest son to be a United States Senator.
Okay. So she was born in the 30s, I'm assuming. My mother, if she was still alive, she'd be 90 this year. She was born in 34. There were already cotton gins at the time. Look, I can't believe half the things any of these Democrats say. He's saying his grandmother handpicked cotton. I don't know. I'm just suggesting that we had cotton gins at the turn of the century. They went all across the South, everywhere. Unless she was on a small farm and doing it for money. They were paying her. Just wanted to point that out. Because the Democrats, they drive me crazy with their hypocrisy.
This is my America. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, America, for raising your voice and using your vote. A vote is a kind of prayer for the world we desire for ourselves and for our children, and our prayers are stronger when we pray together.
When did the Democrats pray? They want to kill our children. They want to make our children woke. This... Man, just gets me fired up. Why, he's saying we need to pray as a nation? Who are they praying to? Certainly, if you are a Christian, you are not for abortion. You are not for the woke virus culture to indoctrinate and destroy our children's little minds full of mush.
And so together we flipped the Senate, held the House, and we sent Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to the White House.
Oh, yeah. The America did send him to the White House, and look where we're at now. Woke virus has gone on steroids. Not just here, but around the world. Stupid pronoun crap. They want to abort children. They're for all of that. She voted against saving a baby if it was born alive. Kamala Harris did. But oh no, he says we have to pray and thank God that they became elected. And this is the crap we're in. Look, the only reason why the fuel prices are down, and I noticed it trickling down, And of course, Trump tells us, oh, they dipped into the reserves. That's for wartime. I know why they did it. And I said to people in my household, I'm like, this is odd. Yeah, I'm glad the gas prices are going down, but it's coinciding with election time. Guys, I'm not buying their BS. This is what they're doing. So because people have short memories, if you're not feeling it, if you're not feeling the pain, then I guess you're going to vote for her if you're a dumb libtard.
Together we vaccinated our citizens, we fortified our cities and our towns, and
I don't think he should have brought that up. Man, was that a disaster?
we stood by our small businesses. Together we set out to heal the land.
They destroyed small businesses, especially during that pandemic. The small businesses suffered the most. A lot of them shut down.
A nation besieged by a deadly pandemic and beset by the awful and divisive rhetoric of a man too small for the office entrusted him or the task set before him.
He wasn't going to mandate you wearing masks. He wasn't going to mandate you had to get the punch, or whatever you want to call it. Trump didn't mandate that stuff. They did. They made our kids stay home from school, which children weren't getting it. They made our kids stay home. And then parents realized the kids ain't learning doodly squat on their little laptops. It was annoying.
The day after my January 5th election.
And the only reason why I say it's annoying is because my kid had to do it. I had to sit up here, get on his laptop, sit in the room with him while he's with the class. They're all holding up their little pets. Of course, he gets our cat, Sophie. Watching these dumb little videos they're giving them. I had him reading. I had him studying other things. We were looking at stuff on the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, on my own time because they weren't teaching him crap. They weren't teaching him nothing.
He instigated an insurrection.
Oh my God.
A violent assault on our nation's capital and the peaceful transfer of power.
Not this again.
All driven by the big lie. But behind the big lie was an even bigger lie.
Nobody was charged with insurrection. Nobody.
It is the lie that this increasingly diverse American electorate does not get to determine the future of the country. The lie and the logic of January 6th is a sickness. It is a kind of cancer that then metastasized into dozens of voter suppression laws all across our country.
Voter suppression laws. Keep in mind, guys, ladies and gentlemen, look at the coverage of the Demon NC convention. Look at it. They've got a barricade around it. Militant looking. Like they've got the National Guard. They're wearing face masks. They've got the whole thing like it's Beirut around it. Nobody can get in. Nobody.
And And we must be vigilant tonight because these anti-democratic forces are at work right now in Georgia and all across our country. And the question is, who will heal the land?
Well, it ain't gonna be her. The border is a disaster. How is she going to heal the land?
And so here we are, America. Are you ready? Are you ready to stand up in this moral moment? Stand up for the best in the American covenant. Elections are about the character of a country. And we must decide, again, we are the latest generation of Americans who get to decide what kind of country we want to be. And we must choose between the promise of January 5th and the peril of January 6th. A nation that embraces all of us or just some of us. Donald Trump's America is the America of January 6th.
Oh my goodness. Really? Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
People who have no vision traffic in division. He does not know how to lead us, and so he wants to divide us. America, make no mistake, Donald Trump is a plague on the American conscience.
Wow. You could name off everything that Trump wants to do day one. Can anybody name anything that Harris wants to do other than continue what her and Biden have been doing? The border is not secure. They've got pieces of border rusting in the desert, left over from Trump's presidency. That stuff is still out there. But he's a plague upon the country. Yeah, because he wants to stop this liberal crap. He wants to stop it. Now, America, we're going to get what we deserve. If she gets elected, I'm telling you what, I'm afraid. Food prices are already through the roof. They're going to go right back to what they've always been doing, is to destroy America. They don't give a damn about America. If they did, the borders would be closed. These people, MS-13, all of these other gangs would be sent packing. They would send them back. Shut the money off from Mexico, all these other countries that are sending these people over here. Why are we even having to have this conversation? Most countries around the world have their borders secure. They will shoot you if you cross the border. Now, I'm not saying that that's what we need to do. We just need a wall, and we need it secure, and we need it now. There are innocent people being killed, robbed, mugged because of this. But no, Donald Trump is a plague upon the land. Are you serious?
He is a clear and present threat to the precious covenant we share with one another. And yes, I saw him holding the Bible and endorsing a Bible as if it needed his endorsement. He should try reading it.
I think they should try reading it. Planned Parenthood is set up at the Demon NC convention as we speak. giving free vasectomies to men, and abortion crap to women. Free pills. All of this crap. If you are a Christian, you would not endorse that. You wouldn't want it nowhere near you. You're treating your convention as it's your own country with a fence, a border around it. But you don't give a damn about the rest of us, where a border that borders our country, the floodgates are open. And damn us all, because they don't care. Because if they cared, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. We truly, truly wouldn't. And it's a crying shame. And he's saying, of course, Trump appeals to the Christians, conservatives. He wants to make America great again. Who doesn't want America great again? Who doesn't?
We're coming up on a major fundraising deadline, and there aren't many more between now and the election. So I am asking you to pitch in right now to help us meet our goal. There is too much at stake, so let's not fall short on our resources. We are working hard to reach voters across the country, but I need you on board to help us win in November.
Wow.
I'm counting on you to rush a donation. Even $5 will go a very long way.
Rush it.
So thank you, and please take care.
Wow.
It says, do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with your God. He should try reading it. It says, love your neighbor as yourself. It says, inasmuch as you've done it unto the least of these, you have done it also unto me.
Absolutely, it says all that. But it says, thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not kill. And you've got Planned Parenthood outside offering women stuff to kill their babies. You condone it. A baby's born alive, you kill it. The hypocrisy here knows no bounds. It drives me nuts listening to him. How can he sleep at night? How can any of them sleep at night knowing the blood is on their hands? And how is God going to bless our country when we allow this? Yes, Trump made a bill for the states to vote on it. I think it should be banned altogether. There is no gray area when it comes from right and wrong. God said he knew you before you were even born. So all of these millions upon millions of babies that have been aborted, God knew them. Their spirit is in heaven. They're probably going, Lord, 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 when is, because they were killed. I guess I could say, and I don't know if I want to say, God have mercy on them. How can they sleep at night? How can anybody sleep at night? How can these doctors sleep at night? These nurses sleep at night? These people who peddle this crap to our young teenage girls, instead of teaching young men and women there's consequences for sex. Not just pregnancy, but some disgusting diseases that won't go away or can kill you. Where is the shame? Where's the being humble? Your body, respecting your body. Practicing abstinence. These people,
I choose the American covenant. E pluribus unum, out of many one. I choose January 5th. I choose a nation that provides a path for ordinary people and gives every child a chance.
I don't think you're giving every child a chance if we're aborting them, and the blacks are aborting their children. There'd be more of a black population if we weren't aborting them. We have generations that are dead. And there's going to be consequences. There's going to be retribution on America for this. By God, and also we're going to have an aging population. And there's no young people to fill in those shoes. And we're going to have a flood of illegals in here, and they're having children. The blacks and the whites are going to be the minority. We have got to stop this. We want God to bless us. How can he sit there and tell and point the finger at somebody else when you need to point the finger at yourself and go, is this right? Is this what God wants of me? To me, it's a no-brainer. There's no gray area when it comes to that. Do you think Jesus would want these women to be aborting their children? No. Do you think he would want us to butcher our girls, our boys, and change them into a sex that they're not? And they still don't change them. It's just a physical thing. You're always who you are biologically. There's no getting around that. But you think God is pleased with this? Jesus is weeping. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. What we are doing and what we're allowing. Everybody should be afraid. You should fear God. Even though he's a loving God, but this is wrong. This is wrong. Butchering our children, giving them these hormone treatments, and then they could never reproduce once they start doing that to the puberty blockers. You think God is going to bless us? How? America, Christians, you need to pray that God will steady his hand and that we can get back. And we have been asleep at the wheel, obviously, because this has gone full force in the last several years. This woke business, gay marriage, all of this stuff pushed down the throats of our children. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, we are getting there. We are getting assisted suicide. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? This is insanity. We need to pray and pray real hard that the Lord can bring us back. I don't even know. I don't know. We're heading down a path of destruction, and I don't see a way out unless we have a national revival to where enough is enough. We are the people. We are the government. We vote these people in office. We need to get them out if they're getting away from the values. Stop this woke curriculum, this crap in the public schools. We have been asleep at the wheel because parents, because of women's liberation and all of this crap, there's no parent at home. Most of them are wanting to work. It's a result from the breakdown of the family. There's no getting around it.
And that's Joe Biden's America. And he's been fighting for it for more than a half century. President Biden, America is so much better because of you, a true patriot who has always put the people first. Thank you, Joe.
And this guy right here, I just read an article the other day. During the COVID, there was a woman who owned a coffee shop. Right? I forgot her name. Anyway, she opened up her business. Guess what? They put her in jail because she opened up her coffee shop. Yeah. So they closed down small businesses. They wouldn't even let people go to church. This is America. If you want to go to church, go to church. This was during the so-called pandemic. But this woman, they threw her in jail. Charged her all kinds of money. Obviously, she ended up losing her business. She's like, Lord help us if this man gets elected with her. Boy, she was the fitting running mate for her. He is so left-wing liberal tard. It's unbelievable. Google the woman who lost her business. She owned a coffee shop. She was complying. And then she decided to open. And people were coming in and buying coffee. What the hell? They were wearing masks. Who cares? Go buy a cup of coffee and turn around and get in your car and go home. You got you a nice cup of coffee and a Danish. No. He puts her in jail. Arrest her. Is that the America you want? Then elect them.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh my God, that's the new slogan. I did a video a couple days ago where he was talking about the prescription drug thing. Oh, Lord, they're going to lower the prices. That's all they got. And Joe Biden stood up for 20 minutes talking about that crap. But guess what? They were all saying, thank you, Joe. I was like, this was planned. They start hollering, thank you, Joe. This is how they do. This is what they do. Oh, my God.
Something else.
I have nothing to thank him for. Who's running the country? Who has been running the country? And thank you, Joe. I don't know why. Are we that stupid? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Why should she even be even close in the polls? What's wrong with people?
Not only is that Joe Biden's America, that's Kamala Harris's America.
Oh my God. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's America, guys. Just if she gets elected, it is more of the same and worse. They want to redo the Supreme Court. Give them term limits, make things to where it fits their needs. I think they need to leave it alone. Because this is the way it's always been. When Obama was president, he got him a couple of libs in there. That's the way it goes. Then some Republican gets in office and one of them passes away or retires, then they get to get one in there. That's the way it is, and that's how it should be. It keeps it balanced. And that's why the forefathers we have the branches of government. They have to have checks and balances. We need checks and balances, people. Sure. Okay, I would love for all of them to be conservative, but they're not. But there is a balance. There's a balance. There's libs on the Supreme Court, and there's conservative voices on the Supreme Court. Now, they're supposed to be biased. They're supposed to go by the rule of law, not by emotion and not by their political viewpoints. Which is a damn shame, because that's apparently how it is. But it shouldn't be that way. But it is. Unfortunately, it is. It should go by the rule of law. Is it constitutional or is it not? Because the Constitution is for the people, by the people. Not by what some political group wants. Oh, Lord
she
help
was
us.
leading with Joe Biden when we expanded the child tax credit, cutting child poverty in America nearly in half.
They cut child poverty, but man, the dumbing down of the education system is ridiculous, and it's because of them.
We ought to renew it. She cast a tie-breaking vote for my bill capping the cost of insulin to no more than $35 per month for seniors.
Oh my God. Here we go. So far, that's all they got is capping some senior prescription.
We ought to extend it to everybody. Together we passed an infrastructure bill, bolstered American manufacturing and clean energy, an investment in the house that we all share together.
Invest in clean energy. This is what's going to destroy us. If you put these people back in office again, it could be over, folks. And I kind of believe Trump when he says it. We are heading for a disaster. Do you realize they want to do away with gas-powered cars and go all electric? How the hell are we going to charge up these cars? How the hell is an 18-wheeler going to drive from one end of the country to the other with goods? And the damn thing weighs 1,000 times more than what it did. So it's going to carry less product, okay? Then it's got to stop and charge. Where is all the energy going to come from to charge up the batteries? Because we don't have these forever batteries, okay? Nobody's invented a forever battery. If they did, great, but there's not. So the truck's going to have less product, be heavier, and they're going to have to redo bridges. They're going to be so damn heavy they can't go over a stupid bridge. A stupid bridge. It's going to be insane. This is stupid. This is completely stupid. If they could come up with some kind of a better technology, again, where's the power going to come from to power and charge up everybody's car? There's millions of cars on the road. Millions of 18-wheelers. How is this going to happen? This is stupid. I'm not even a scientist, and it's just common sense. This is common sense, people. Clean energy. They could give a shit about this clean energy crap. They want to control us. Ain't nobody gonna. Hell, they're already having brownouts in California because of the damn grid, and then they want to make everything electric. It's stupid.
And I've got news for you. We are just getting started.
Yeah, Lord help us.
Are you ready to win this election? Kamala Harris and Tim Walz represent the new way forward. We're not going back.
You know, it sounds like the same rhetoric Obama was using. A way forward is to transform America into something we cannot recognize, and I'm already not recognizing it. Not from since when I was a kid coming up. No way. We've gone from a wholesome Christian country to here comes the 60s. Peace and love, and everything's turned around and turned upside down. Woke agenda on steroids, destroying our children, putting stupid crap in their heads at school. How the hell would they even think about this crap? Unless somebody said something to them, or they saw it in a Disney show. Yeah, a Disney show. You should not be supporting Disney. You should not be supporting Disney. A Disney show. They've been slipping this stuff in. And it's killing them at the box office for the movies. It's killing them. It's killing them. And good. Good. I'm glad. At least we're stepping up in that area to say enough is enough.
We're not going back because we are the United States of America. We always dream about the future. And so forward on women's reproductive rights, because we believe that a patient's room is too small and cramped a space for a woman, her doctor, and the United States government. That's too many people in the room.
And this man is claiming to know the Bible inside out. What a hypocrite. What a Pharisees. What a hypocrite that he would say that. There's no middle ground, people. There's no middle ground. Like I said, let's look at the big picture. Think for one moment. God's looking down at us. Of course, Jesus said that they know not what they do. And obviously, we don't. Because of the replications of what we are doing and what we are allowing to happen in our country. And this man says reproductive rights for women. It's a lie. It's a demonic, twisted lie. Because God would not want a woman to kill her child. Period. End of story. There's no gray area. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What would Jesus want? What does I don't know. I'm not an angelic being. But it's common sense to know God would not want us murdering the unborn. That's common sense. Why would we accept that? Why would we think it's okay? Why would we ever think that's okay? Or for a girl or a boy to be butchered. We were made in His image. And God doesn't make mistakes. We might not like it, but that's the way it is.
Forward on worker rights. Because most people do not mind working. They just want to share in the prosperity that they are creating for others. Forward on voting rights. Forward on affordable housing and access to health care.
What is up with voter rights? Everybody has a right to vote, except if you're an illegal, or you should have an ID. People, they have a freaking border around the DNC, and they are frisking and checking people's ID. But oh no, you can let people in the country illegally. Oh, and the illegals can go and vote. What the hell is going on? Nobody said there was nobody can't vote. If you're an American citizen, you can vote. Nobody is stopping you. What is this bullshit?
We are moving forward.
I don't know. This guy. Well, here's the Planned Parenthood. That guy's wearing me out. I don't know. I can't take it no more. What? It's just a hypocrisy. It's so bad.
Planned Parenthood mobile clinic. They have set one up just outside the United Center, and they won't just be handing out T-shirts and bumper stickers. They're actually going to be offering free abortion medication, inflatable IUDs, and vasectomies. News Nation's Kelsey Kernstein joining us live outside the United Center with more on this. The pro-life groups, Kelsey, they're pretty outraged by this show from Planned Parenthood outside.
And they should be. They should be.
Hey there, Marnie. Good morning. Yeah, I've spoken to some of these pro-life groups. They tell me they're absolutely furious that Planned Parenthood would have a mobile clinic here during the DNC. Now, right now, I'm in the Union Park area. This is where protesters are going to be in just the next couple of hours. I can see them setting up. But it's interesting.
I'll tell you what, free abortions. I guess the demons, whoever the Democrats worship, they need some more sacrifices. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Why the hell? Why the hell would you allow this? You care about the family? I didn't pull up the clip, but we all know Hillary Rotten Clinton said how much Kamala Harris cares about the family and cares about children. She could give a damn about any of it. None of them liberal Democrats, the woke virus, and they're the ones that are a plague upon the land. Why they need that there? Give free abortions. Yeah, they need some sacrifices is what they need. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, they're sacrificing to that baby god. What, Moloch? Was it Moloch? Yeah, that's what they're doing. I said it. And I mean it.
I've gotten on the Planned Parenthood website. I cannot find an address for this mobile clinic. And also, all of the appointments have already been booked up. Now, I do want to go ahead and show you this. So Planned Parenthood Great Rivers, which is based in Missouri, where abortions are banned, writing on X, saying, "Here we come, Chicago. Our mobile clinic will be in the West Loop on August 19th and 20th. Now, this is a neighborhood just minutes from the Democratic National Convention.
That is disgusting and despicable. Disgusting and despicable. Let's advertise. Come get it. I wonder if we're going to get some stats on how many babies they kill.
Where it's taking place, going on to read that they will provide free vasectomies and abortion medication. Now, emergency contraception will also be available for free without an appointment. Also, reportedly, Planned Parenthood has said that the mobile clinic demonstrates when states like Illinois work to support rather than restrict access to affordable care. The organization is also hoping to help those patients from surrounding states like, say, Iowa, to help get an abortion where it's been restricted.
I mean, I'm wondering if those mobile clinics, were they literally just kill the baby right there? I mean, they were showing some of the stuff right there, or they just, it depends on how far along they are or whatever, and give them the pill so they could just kill the baby, poison the baby, and then have a miscarriage. I mean, what the hell is going on here?
Marnie, what's been the response from both sides, really, to this mobile clinic, Kelsey?
Well, the pro-life group really saying that this is demonic that the mobile clinic would be here. They've also said that the Democratic Party is the party of death. Now, we did reach out to one of these groups, and this is Susan B. Anthony, Pro-Life America, writing us this statement, which reads,
I agree. It is the party of death and demonic worship. Like I said, they need more sacrifices. Y'all think this ain't funny? This shit is serious. This is some serious shit.
The Planned Parenthood DNC abortion bus is confirmation that the party of safe, legal, rare abortion is completely gone.
We find this action taken by Planned Parenthood is just totally disgusting in my eyes. We have so much to work for as a party. We used to be the party that stood up for the little guy, that stood up for the working class, that stood up for the vulnerable. And to see Planned Parenthood taking this action at the DNC is truly disgusting to me.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they could go, oh, this is a great idea. We could just have this bus go all over the country. For Pete's sake.
On the flip side, here's what a Democratic strategist told us about the mobile clinic being near the DNC.
What we're trying to provide Americans men and women, is the ability to make their own choices about their life and their bodies and their medical care, and not have a politician make that in a back room for them.
If they want young men and women, or just men and women in general, care about their bodies, they would tell them, don't be doing that. Don't be fooling around. There's consequences. It's not just unwanted pregnancy. There's other horrible, disgusting things you can get from promiscuity. For Pete's sake, this is common sense. Women who have too many sexual partners has a higher risk of cervical cancer? Yes. Why are they teaching people that? Why aren't they going around with a mobile doctor clinic thingy and giving people an education on the dangers of sex? I think it's just, we just promote it too much. There's no stigmatism to it. And there should be. Sex isn't everything. Loving somebody. They need to get married. They need to know who they're with. They need to date. What the hell are you doing? If you give a shit about anybody, you would be teaching him these other things. Abstinence. There's other problems, not just unwanted pregnancy. You shouldn't be a little hoe. I'm sorry. If you're a guy or a girl, you shouldn't be sleeping around with a bunch of different people. That's period it.
Also, really interesting to point out that according to an Associated Press NORC poll from June, 70% of those asked, they believe that abortions should be legal, and that is up from 64% last June.
That is scary stats. That we have been brainwashed for generations since Roe v. Wade to tell young people that it's okay. That this is just, there's no consequences. There's no consequences for your actions. It's just it's almost like adultery. Nobody gives a shit about adultery anymore. Yeah, if a Hollywood person does it and everybody's like, oh, he cheated on her or she cheated on him, and then it makes the tabloids and blah, blah, blah. But it sets a precedent in the minds of young people for decades that this is okay. You don't need a man. You don't need a husband. And if you get pregnant, it's okay. You can just get rid of it. You'll be all right. I think we need... Now, I don't know. I mean, if anybody's done it, I need to find it, where you start seeking out these women. And I know these women don't want to be... I know somebody who's had one years ago. And they regret it, and it still makes them cry to this day. What are the stats and statistics on the mental health of women who have done this? Who end up having a conscience? Who realize either the Lord's touched upon their heart so they can ask for forgiveness. Yes, you can be forgiven. But what are the stats of the mental health of women who have done this in the past and up to now? There needs to be stories. There needs to be stories and testimony of this, because there's more to it than just, oh, we care about the physical health and it's their body and all this. Well, what about the mental health of it? We're all dumb before we're 25, pretty much, and some of us are still dumb forever. But y'all know what I mean. And we make mistakes. We all do. We're all sinners. None of us deserve anything. But that's the thing. So when they're young and they had this, what's their story now? Women, please, if anybody, start talking about it. What has it done to your mental health? How do you feel about it? How much guilt do you have? How much shame do you have? How did you drop to your knees and pray to God for forgiveness? These are the stories we need for young women. We truly do.
Marnie.
All right, Kelsey, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to News.
Well, there you go. Planned Parenthood. Young men can go get a vasectomy. I don't know if how many young men really want to snip their boys. I don't think it's a big percentage. But why are they promoting that? We need to be promoting people getting married and having children. Guys, we're in trouble. A lot of countries around the world have done the same thing we've done, and we're in trouble because we're going to have an aging population. There's not going to be young people. They keep dumbing down the education. Who the hell's going to be the doctors? Who's going to be taking care of the big machinery, doing all the really advanced technology that we have? Elon Musk can't be around forever, and Bill Gates and all of them, which I don't like him anyway. I do like Elon Musk. Bill Gates wants us to eat bugs. Shut up and eat your bugs. Did y'all know that he runs the potato farm that does the potatoes for the French fries for McDonald's? I'm not eating that shit. What the hell has he put in it? I don't trust him as far as I could throw him. Anyway, there you have it. Lord help us. Bring people's hearts, open their minds, and let them see what the reality of all of this is doing to our country. And have a good day, people.